Vidal, do I really need a business plan for my restaurant?
The correct answer is yes.
But
But, here, most business owners never start with a business plan unless they're seeking financing. When you're opening a restaurant, you're going to tackle first your friends, your family, and fools. That's known as the 3 F's.
right.
Okay? After they said yes, no, and you're still lacking funds, you're going to try to look funding anywhere else. However, you're going to find the funds, you're going to get them. For that, you do need a business plan. That business plan, it's never going to be followed because that business plan is going to be prepared for financing. Okay? I've seen thousands of business plans in my life. Guess what? Most of them tell me that by the end of the first year, we're going to be profitable. My funds or my investment is going to be returned with 20 or 30%. I'm like, really? If that's happening, here's $1 million. But guess what? I would never get my money back in 1 year. I would never get 30% return in the first year. Because, let's be real, the first year in business, or the second or third, you're not going to make money. You might break even, which means that your income is going to be the same as your expenses. But unless you're super successful, you have a background, you have a Thomas Keller as your chef in the restaurant, you're going to be profitable. And guess what? Not even that. The first year, you might not be profitable. So if you're creating a business plan for financing, be realistic. Whomever is looking at those financials from your business plan, they really know what they're looking at. Don't try to fool them because they're going to be a big rubber stamp that says denied. Be realistic. Now, if you're investing time of making up or doing up or writing up a business plan for your restaurant, do it so you can use it. Okay? Don't do a 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 page business plan because it's not going to work. Don't do a business plan and try to fix every single problem that you think you're going to encounter. Okay? Write a business plan that it's proactive, and every other month or so, you can add, delete, subtract version 1, version 1.1, 1.2, whatever.
So it's an evolving document.
It has to be an evolving document. Okay? Pay attention to your marketing section of your business plan. Do invest time. Do invest the money, the resources on actually writing a good business plan that you can follow. Not just for financing.
So how do I make the best business plan to start? Because it's obvious I can't wait for the perfect business plan because that's never going to happen and I'm going to lose another 6 months. So what should I have for a bare bone business plan that actually works and is not overly optimistic?
Very simple. Create a blueprint. Let's think about Google Maps. You put a direction, you put an address, and Google Map tells you, turn here, turn there, go forward, go backwards, whatever it is, step by step. Just do that for your business. Just do that for your restaurant. For starting, start with that. Don't try to create, as you say, the perfect business plan because you're never going to open your restaurant. Plain and simple.
So should I set milestones, and as soon as I reach one, I get to update the document and I get to ask for directions towards the next step? And if so, how do I know? How long is my business plan supposed to see into the future?
Look, a business plan should see into the future all the way to the exit strategy. Okay? But let's be realistic. You're not going to do a business plan like that because you're more excited to open your restaurant and start cooking and start helping people and start selling and start your business. Okay? So I think that the first thing that you should look into is where do you want to open your restaurant? what's the identity of your restaurant, okay, and how you're going to market it. Not because you just opened the restaurant, people are going to come.
Right.
Okay, you need to market, okay, and hire the right people to help you manage your business. You're not expert. You're not expert on everything. You might be a chef, so you're going to be in the back of the house. You might not have restaurant industry experience. You might have worked at a restaurant, but you don't know human resources. You don't know accounting. You don't know payroll. So hire the right people for the right positions. Maybe you don't need to hire. Outsource. External people can help you. An external digital marketing agency can help you. An external controlling CFO agency can help you. An external human resources can help you. And they can lift all that burden from your plate.
So not everything should be done in-house.
Nope. Your restaurant should be a reflection of you. Okay? Even though if you're a people pleaser, you must have congruency. You must have an identity. And as you say, it's not just your logo, your name, your brand. It has to be your menu. It has to be the dishes that you serve. Don't mix and match. Okay? You're not a supermarket. You're not a Target. You're not a Walmart where they sell everything for everyone. You can't please everyone. Have an identity. If you're going to be a Mexican restaurant, serve only Mexican food. If you're going to be a Chinese restaurant, determine what region of China you're going to pay homage to, and just do dishes from that region. The bigger your menu, the more items you're going to have in your inventory. The bigger your inventory, the more money that it's stuck in your pantry, walking freezer, walking refrigerator. That's money that it's sitting there that unless you have a full restaurant every single day, you're going to be turning over and making a profit, hopefully, out of that. But the bigger your menu, the bigger your inventory. Don't let your desire or what you want or what you like be the guidance for your menu. Okay? You're not serving dishes for you. You're serving dishes for your guests. Okay? So determine based on where you're going to be, open your restaurant, do a benchmark analysis, and see, hey, let me go out to the top 10 Mexican restaurants. Let's say that you're opening a Mexican restaurant. Let's go to the top 10 Mexican restaurants that are in the 10-mile radius around my location. Mm-hmm. Okay? And analyze which items they're serving. Okay? Pretty much every Mexican restaurant is going to serve you rice and beans, guacamole, chips, salsa, and things like that. Innovate. Be different. Not as different, but be different. That's very important. Differentiate yourself among all your competition. Not only the Mexican restaurants are your competition, but everyone that sells food, it's going to be your competition. Starting from the corner hot dog stand, to the supermarket that sells food, to the Uber Eats, to all those, they are your competition. Whomever sells food, it's your competition. Now, your direct competitors are going to be the Mexican restaurants. Okay? So you're going to have to compete over their business, those clients or guests, to come to your restaurant.
Right.
Okay? So be aware of that. Simplify your menu. Trust your chef or your cook to create a menu. Have some items that are your star items, or you know what? Let's say that I love Puerto Nuevo lobster, and you must have Puerto Nuevo lobster. Well, it's going to be sort of an expensive dish. That dish might not bring you a profit, but you have it there because you want it.
So a good restaurant owner should do their homework, meaning do a benchmark of their competition, not only direct competition, but anyone selling food. Hire experts, don't try to do it all by yourself. Make sure that your business plan is down to the facts and not be too optimistic. Make sure you have enough of working capital to last for 6 months
Minimum.
minimum, at least for 6 months, assuming you won't get a single customer to work for you.
I owned 3 restaurants, okay? And every time I opened each restaurant, I opened them differently, I had a year's worth of working capital. A cushion that if that month was not good, you have where to pull from. Don't pull from credit cards, don't pull from credit lines, because maybe at this point, after you have opened your restaurant, your credit cards and credit lines are maxed.
And then there was that balance you mentioned, that you are not serving food for yourself, but for your patrons, although your restaurant should be a reflection of who you are.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you, Vidal.